Congratulations, you've made it. And you're thinking, what's that? What have I made it? Well, you've actually made it through the first part of this year. We've got the first 6 months out of the way. Now what we're going to be working towards is we're actually going to learn how to set goals and crush them, okay? You know, it's not just about setting a goal and hoping that you're going to achieve it. We want to crush it and actually make sure that it actually happens. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to set you know, a goal for this next quarter from July to September. We want to make sure that you're achieving it, okay? You're not just doing it, right? You're not just doing the thing, you're actually achieving it. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Now before we get started, my name's Tiffany. Mika, everybody calls me Tiff, so hi and welcome. I'm your high performance entrepreneur coach. I work with athletes, I work with high performers, I work with entrepreneurs, showing them how to achieve what it is that they want to achieve through making sure that they get their mindset right and making sure that they've got systems and strategies in place so, you know, they are achieving what it is that they want to achieve in their life. Now what we're going to be working on, like I said, we're going to be working on achieving goals, okay, for this quarter from July to September. And what I've got is I've got some notes here for you, so I will be putting my head down just to give you a bit of warning, to give you a brief outline. Now if you actually go right below to the bottom of this actual blog post, below the video, below the blog post, you'll actually see I also have a high performance mentorship show, and I actually go into what you actually need to do in much greater detail, so you can actually just pop me on your phone and you can listen to me and take notes as you go as well. But I wanted to just give you a visual experience as well, and we're just going to cover the outline of it, but it's in much greater detail in my high performance mentorship show on iTunes. Okay, so we're going to do it in 5 steps, okay? So the first step is we want to brainstorm, okay? So we want to brainstorm the goal, what it is that we're wanting to achieve. Now, here's a few questions for you to just start thinking about. And, you know, what I want you to think about is, you know, well, what kind of goal is it that you want to achieve? What transformation are you looking for? What results are going to have the biggest impact on your life? And, you know, what would force, you know, you to be more creative and inventive so that you are, you know, achieving what it is that you want to achieve. I want you to start thinking about, you know, what it is that you want to achieve. So we want to just do that brainstorming exercise, okay? So that's step 1. Step 2, well, we want to have set up a TIFF, I call it the TIFF-CODE. So we're going to set up some standards, beliefs, core values, rules, even if you've got some doubts, and we're going to counteract those. So what I want you to make sure that you're doing here is you want to set up, you know, your code for success, okay? What are your beliefs? What are your core values? You know, my core values are, you know, health and fitness and relationships. Those are my top 3. I have about 6 that I live by, but the top 3 are those ones. You know, what are your beliefs? You know, if you don't believe in what you're doing, you know, how are you going to create the ultimate belief? How can we get you to that 100% belief, right? So we want to make sure that you're creating a code of success for yourself. And the other thing is too, is if you've got some doubts, be aware of what those doubts are so that we can counteract them. So like I said, if you don't have belief in yourself and say, oh, you know, I don't know if I can do this, well, you know, to counteract that, you can say, well, I do believe 100% that I can do this. Any goal that I set, I achieve, right? So you want to make sure that you're counteracting that. Okay, now step 3. Step 3 is, well, we're going to be working through your breakthrough goal, okay, so the actual goal. So here are some questions. Like I said, in the podcast show, I outline them in much greater detail, but what is your goal? What do you want? Why do you want the goal? What is the purpose of the goal? Brainstorm the actions that you need to do to accomplish this goal, okay? Creating your strategy. So that's step 4. We need to create a strategy. You know, where is your starting point, and what kind of strategies do you need in place so that you're actually achieving it? Step 5, who are your role models? So who are you actually going to be following that's actually achieved what it is that you want to achieve? What have they done? You know, how have they done it? Okay, you want to be looking at role models as well. And then what we want to be making sure now too is that we're actually setting our quarterly goals in place. So we want to set out the actual months. So we've got July, August, September, and what we want to do then is once we've sectioned out what the months are, then we want to itemize week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And I want you to write down in each part, in week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, in each month, what is it that you actually need to do to achieve those? From that, what we're then going to do is we're going to go into our weekly goals. So when you go into the weekly goals, because you've set up what you need to achieve for that particular week, then we need to itemize it down into days. Okay, what have you got to do on Monday? What have you got to do on Tuesday? What have you got to do on Wednesday, and so on, to make sure that every little detail that you're actually doing is helping you achieve your goals. Okay, it's really, really important. And here's some main points of why I want you to do this. Okay, so you need to give yourself time to actually plan towards achieving goals. Now, if you're not giving yourself the time to plan, how do you know what you're going to do, and how do you know if you're going to get there? Okay, we need a roadmap for success. You also need to make sure that when you're putting this plan together, you need to make sure that you're sectioning out time for breaks, okay, some downtime. You also need to make sure that you're sectioning time for days off, because we don't want you to hit that burnout. I've learnt that the hard way. I've had many times that I've experienced burnout, and it's taken me a long time to develop a strategy in which to make sure that I'm not hitting burnout. So I will share that with you in future, future videos and so on. The other thing too, you want to make sure that you're learning to manage your sleep better as well. It's really, really important, because if you want to get the maximum out of your day, you need to make sure that you're getting good restful sleep. Okay, it's really, really important. And that was a big thing that I learnt, was that I was hitting a lot of burnout because I was always tired, because I was pushing so hard, and wasn't necessarily helping me achieve the goals that I wanted to achieve because I was always so tired. Okay, so we want to make sure that you're managing your sleep, and the other thing is do make sure that you're managing your health and your fitness. This, two of my main core beliefs there is making sure that if your health is in place and your fitness is in place, you're going to have a lot more energy. You're going to be able to achieve goals, and really strive for what it is that you want to accomplish in your business, in your career, in your personal life, everything. Okay, so you want to make sure that those are in place. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Just a quick video, because like I said, there's a big outline down below at the blog post here. So if you go down below, you'll see a big outline. There'll be all the questions, plus there's my podcast show, the high performance mentorship show. Make sure you listen to that. I go into it in much greater detail, but I just wanted you to give you a quick video to share with you, just to make sure that, hey, you know what, this is what we've got to be doing now. It's the next quarter. Let's get to it. Let's start achieving, and I'll show you how to get there. So if you're not part of my high performance community, come and visit me at tiffany-mika.com, and it'd be great if you could leave a comment down below as well and share with me what you got out of today's video and today's podcast. That'd be absolutely awesome. And if that's helping you, get more direction so that you are achieving what it is that you want to achieve. And you know what? Remember, all I want you to do is remember this one thing, okay? See it high and let it fly. Have an absolutely awesome day. See you soon. Bye-bye.